Good morning, everyone. Today's Pilates class is a great way to start your day. Whether you woke up and you really didn't want to get out of bed and need something to just wake you up a little bit, or you woke up and are thinking of all the many things that you need to do on your to-do list, this will really help ground you. Let's use our Pilates to start off this day in a very beautiful way. So just start by meeting me in a tall seated position. You can bring your hands underneath your legs. I really like to face the sunshine in the morning if possible, so doing this towards the window. And we're just going to inhale through the nose, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, start to tuck the tailbone under, creating a C curve with your back. And then you can start to roll forward and come through. So it's sort of just scooping and then coming up to straight, starting to really wake up the spine. You can really let the neck start to go with it. Just finding our breath through some movement here. And when you feel ready, go ahead and meet me sitting up tall again. You can keep your hands right here. Just gonna inhale, grow 1 inch taller. Exhale, start to scoop the belly in to come down onto our middle back. And just hold here, really scooping, starting to fire up the core and bring it back up. Grow 1 inch taller and scoop back. And bring it back up. You can always release the hands from the legs. Challenge the core even more. Just noticing if your legs are a little shaky this morning. Really finding some nice length through the fingertips. And on this next one, we're going to start to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, super slowly, until our hands come up all the way. You can stretch your legs long, take an inhale, and an exhale. And go ahead, bring your hands down by your sides. You can bend your knees in and meet me in an active rest position. So go ahead and bring your hands to your rib cage. We're going to find our lateral breath here. So inhale through the nose and really expand out through the sides and backs of your rib cage. And exhale out the mouth. Feel that rib cage come back together, super heavy into the mat. And again, inhale, really expand the air through the lungs to the sides and backs of your ribs. And exhale out the mouth. Feel that ribcage draw together, super heavy into the mat. Keep going. And I want you to imagine there's like a stack of coffee table books resting on your ribcage, so it's pushing them down into the mat. Take one more here. Inhale. Really expand and exhale. Feel everything contract. And then bring your hands down by your sides and we'll float our legs one at a time up to a tabletop position. We'll take a couple more breaths here, and this time as our rib cage comes together, I want you to think that your two hip points are coming together. So we're starting to fire up our pelvic floor here. So as we inhale and then exhale, feel the rib cage come together, feel our two hip points try and come back together. They won't actually move, it's more of just an energy, a sensation. It's like you have a belt on your jeans and you're tightening it. Good, so we'll take one more inhale and exhale, contract ribs and our hip points. Beautiful. From here, let's extend our arms out to a T. And we're just gonna bring our legs over to one side, keeping them in a tabletop, and bringing them back to center, and then letting them go the other way, coming back to center. So our hip can lift right now the way that I'm doing it. My left hip can lift, but we want to keep both shoulders down on the ground. And so it's an inhale going over to one side, and then exhale, use your obliques, use your core to bring them back to center. So inhale, find some rotation, keeping both shoulders nice and even, and then exhale, pull the knees back in. Good. Trying to keep our legs at this crisp 90-degree tabletop the entire time. Beautiful. And we'll take one more just to even ourselves out. And pull it back to center. Good. From here, we're going to bring our arms down by our sides and extend our toes up towards the ceiling. You can do a little heels together, toes apart moment if that feels good to you. And we're just going to lower one leg down towards the mat and bring it back up. And it's a lower and a lift. Our head is super heavy. Our rib cage is still heavy. And we're just finding some length through our legs. You can always go to a toe tap if this is too much. Just noticing the stability in our pelvis right now. If we have any temptation to rock side to side or forward or back. Beautiful. And on our next one, the next time your leg is in the ceiling, curl up out of head, neck, and chest, and go ahead and grab behind that leg. You can grab at the hamstring or the calf, and then we're just gonna switch, switch, switch. Sometimes I really like to flex my feet and stretch out my calves, and just really feel this length through the backs of our legs. And still using that core. Think scooping up and in, and our hip points and our ribs are trying to get closer together. Good, starting to wake up that heart rate as well. We'll go for 5, 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, and bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. You can extend your legs nice and long, your arms overhead. Just let it all go. Really feel the weight of the floor here. So your sacrum is super heavy in the mat, your shoulders are heavy. Just get really grounded. And then bring this attention to your ankles and your feet. So we really want to keep our heels super heavy and glued into the mat as much as possible. We'll inhale to lengthen. Float your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, start to scoop the belly up and in, creating a nice C curve with the spine to roll all the way over. And then restack the spine one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to swing our legs around and we'll come onto all fours. So on all fours, go ahead and spread your fingers apart nice and wide. Even bring some energy into the fingertips here. We'll inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck the toes under and push your knees up off the mat to a hover. So it's just a hover, and then we'll just lower the knees back down, and then a hover and lower the knees back down. So really using that core each time our knees just float off the mat. I want you to think about your rib cage and your hip points coming together, really contracting everything in and really pushing the floor away. Even weight between those spread fingers, starting to wake up our serratus as well. We'll take one more and hold. We'll step one leg out and the other leg out. So just holding a nice strong plank here. We'll inhale, feel the rib cage expand, and exhale, feel the rib cage come back together. Let's just take some circles here, going one way, really waking up the balls of our feet. Maybe you're going to be in heels all day. So just give them a little massage. Just think about your feet getting a massage versus your core burning. And to the other side. If you're hyperextended, trying to keep a semi-bend in those elbows. Good, and we'll just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bend those knees. Take a child's pose. And really dome those fingers here. Roll the shoulders down the spine. We'll inhale and exhale. And then start to roll yourself up. Your head is the last to arrive. Come meet me in a seated position. Just gonna reach the arms up and twist over to one side, bringing opposite hand to opposite knee. And come back through center, other side. Getting a good twist. Come back through center, then we'll reach over to one side, finding a lot of length through the sides of our body. Just going back and forth here. Let it feel really good. It's going to be a great day. We are going to move with everything with ease. Maybe we smile at a stranger. Maybe we do something to brighten someone else's day. And we're just gonna do every single thing we have to do today, just to the best of our ability. Come back through center, roll your shoulders down. One more inhale and exhale. Now go get this day.